Welcome back to the archive. You don't see many of these. Ooh, they've not been opened in a while, have they? Look at that. I mean, obviously, nobody's really going to wear them, are they? But to have the jacket to them, and the fact of that they just don't make stuff like this anymore. I think he did wear it as a two-piece once. Man, just look at them. That's stuff like that used to have. These must have been made by hand. Like the intricacy on those. You're not doing that with a machine. Nor would you want to do that on a machine with how much that leather costs. Yeah, that's been cut by hand. Look how uneven. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Look how uneven that is. That ain't done by a machine. Which is so sick. I don't even know if it would say where they were made. Something like that. Look at that. Mental. Oh, it does say that they're made in China, but... yeah, there we go. So if you ever want to look at the dates for Adidas clothing, on the small tab behind the wherever it's made tab and the wash logo, you'll have a... I don't know if that's a release date or a production date. I'd probably say production date, to be honest. So 04, January, February, March, April 2008. A lot of this stuff in here is probably from 04 to 08. I think these were about 07, something like that. As I say, you won't wear them, but just to have, if you're into stuff like that, then yeah, they're sick. I don't know where the jacket is, I will find it. Right, I'll just whack all these back. 230. I'm gonna hit that at like 350. 240. Oh, you bastard. Been gone. And weight at leather and all. 350. Two of those, so another 350. That would have been like that other, so I'd probably say 220. What was that one and that? 240. These were... let's just type it out. 500 in both of those. 420, 420, 420. Yeah, that's 1200 there. These 350, 350, 350. That was 185, and then hit that one at like 120. I'd probably say like, how much was it? We've got it in another colour somewhere, in a navy. About 450, I think. Well, there's some darker ones. I don't know where my mum's been moving them to, so that's them all, yeah.
What's your guess?
Well, I said 5 grand originally, didn't I? Just under 5 grand.
6,045.
Whoa. Whoa, just in white leather jackets. That was retail then as well. Oh my god, that's crazy. Ah, here we go. Yeah, there's loads more in here. Oh, that's annoying. So there's one that he heavily wore, it must be that one. And then there's that one, which is brand new. Yeah. And then obviously the trowel that goes with the set as well. Yeah, that's the one he used to wear all the time, which I'd say is a large. Oh no, it's still a medium. And I always thought he just had that once. My mum must have found that. Yeah, they are gorgeous, aren't they? I don't know the prices of those. I'd probably say about 350. Yeah, so those lenses, yeah. What's that? Nice. So we've got chocolate brown one, same as what we've got in the white, but we've got a chocolate brown. That's a 50, so that must be a women's. Maybe didn't do the men's in chocolate brown. Sorry, pal. Then we've got, oh, this is an absolute weapon. Run DMC. Original tags still on. Now this is, I think this is late 90s, I think. Unbelievable. Half suede, half leather. I think we have the trousers to this too. And this is an absolute piece. To still have it brand new. Silk lined leather outers in a pocket. And then I can't remember what's on the back. I'm going to take a guess that there's a big trefoil on the back, but it could be plain. Ah, there we go. Look at that. That from the back's even better. That is insane. That's way. Or is that it again? Another full suit. Obviously still got its original bag, men's leather warm-up suit. I'll get it out. Now, I think I have got a picture of him just stood in the hallway downstairs with this full trackie on. You would be like Michael Jackson wearing them. I tell you what, will you be a bit warm? Yeah, trow. And then we've got this jacket in this shape, it seems, a lot of times. That's just going to have a big stinking trefoil on back, yeah. So we've got it in white, we've got it in snake, we've got it in brown, we've got it in red, and I think we've got it in black. Really nice, yeah, gorgeous leather. Made in Korea. Don't see that anymore. This is a beast as well. Oh, here we go. Whilst I was talking about the reds, that is a good one. This is the brown. I sold one of these to Red, one of the baggies lads. He had one of these brown ones. He wasn't a massive Adidas fan, but he loved it. So it was 375 originally. I just guessed it at 350. So I went far off, down to 187.50. Gorgeous and all. It's like a really worn-in leather. Right, nice. And then trefoil on back. Which was lovely. So this one, basically with this one, my dad used to be good friends with Mark Bedford, who owned Hip in Leeds. Mark used to save him a lot of stuff. When these first came out, I remember Mark ringing him and saying, "Oh Nick, we've got those brown leather jackets in, but I've received one of them. It isn't a sample, it's come priced up, it's come as it should, but they've missed the trefoil on the back. So somehow it managed to leave the factory, went through quality control, must have gone through 3 or 4 stages, left the factory, tipped up at a store, and had no trefoil on the back. So obviously that's a Frankenstein, that should not exist. Not a sample, it's labelled up, it's got a code. It's a complete mishap, the only one in the world, brand new. Obviously, like, we haven't unstitched it, there's not a single mark on it. It just never, the trefoil just never made it on there. So obviously he bought it. I think Mark did it in for a bit of a cheaper price, in all honesty. But yeah, my dad will, I'll have that straight away. And I think, as you can see from bobbling on the bottom, I think he's worn it. Yeah, it's that one. Brand new, no bobbling at all. That's a little bit of an easy way to tell with stuff as well sometimes. Bobbling on cotton, elasticated cotton, especially on these kind of jackets. Again, like that one, it's clean as a whistle. The other one, it is bobbled. Yeah, I remember that story really well because I went with him to pick it up and we were both like, "What, that's crazy, we couldn't believe it." Looking around, is there a sample tag? It was just mental that it managed to leave. And that's a £375 product. It's not a run-of-the-mill and everyday product. I don't know where these were made, but it wasn't just like every other track jacket, so the fact of that will have been a very low numbered item that came without it on the back. As you can see, all the leather's completely different. This is 2 different jackets and each panel of leather is completely different. They will have bought one massive sheet of leather and whatever your leather came out like was whatever it came out like. So a lot of the jackets are quite different in the patina and the tone of the brown and even the dyeing process. They're similar, but no 2 are the same. Like I say, we had 3 of them, but we got rid of one. I think this is the Muhammad Ali jacket. I think, or it's something along those lines. It might not be, but play with it. And then on the back, best of the times, with a chenille, I think they call it. Like a toweling trefoil. Which is right cool. Yeah, it's a pretty Larry piece. Stars down the arm, same with that. But again, really, really nice. That's a medium, silk lined. Again, will be very low numbers. Whenever Adidas produced their leather goods, particularly their leather jackets and their tracksuits, they were always really low numbers. I mean, not a lot of people would wear that, nor would have had the money to spend on something like that back then. Say that was probably 350, 400 again. Got on but in black, or it might be navy. Whew. Yeah, gorgeous suede. There's just nothing like that now. I'll say that all the time, but it's because it's the truth. Or if they were trying to do something like that now, probably be about 750. Yeah, defo, if that was 410 in 06, that's 750 nowadays. That's in a small. We might have got that twice, maybe. I think they did it in a navy too. They might have done. the cream, the navy, and the black. They'd release these jackets. There's a period of time, maybe. They're really strong releasing these jackets for about 4 or 5 years, something like that. And then just they don't really do out like that anymore. There's a massive Muhammad Ali one. So we've got a few hoodies, a few of the trainers, and then quite a few of the leather jackets. And that's like it's not a trench, but it's a lot longer than the average. Like if I held that up to me, yes, I mean I'm not big anyway, but it's a lot longer than your normal. Perforated leather, because I don't think the sizing's on it that. It is a large, made in Turkey. $650. I think it's about 09. So about 450 quid maybe. Like weighs an absolute ton that and all, that will killing my arm. Look how thick that is. Zips on the side, gated, perforated. It's unbelievable really. See the weight of it, you can hear it. It's that arm, it thuds. Puma leather, not that nice. We've got some cool detail, perforation down the arm. That were 200 quid to be fair, but to say we're pulling all these out and they're all starting with the 3 lowest, I'd say for a full leather jacket, it's not actually that bad. That's priced over, it's got 300 underneath that. Just plain on the back, really nice leather. It's just no different to the Adidas or the Nike ones, it's just as good. Just not really my style with the...
It's just Puma.
Yeah man. Just not really my style, but people will like it. It'll be rare. I ain't seen any archive boys post anything like that, so it'll definitely be rare. This is a trench. I think that's another Muhammad Ali. Yeah, but with the black logo. Look at the size of that beast. Massive. I'm not going to be able to hold it for that long. Got a hood on it, got the belt that just runs through. Internally, obviously, you can take that off. And that, for how much leather you've got, was 350 quid. It's got the butterfly on there. That's so cool. You've got B there. Yeah, man. That's sick. I love it how it's tonal as well, so it's just really, really subtle. Oh, what a lovely detail that is. I'd never wear it look like I were going outdoors in town if I were wearing that. Bearing in mind it won't fit me, and that's a medium. I've got to put it down, it's too heavy. Another Muhammad Ali, that's a small, that'd probably fit me a little bit better, but again I won't wear that line. I don't mind it, but black leather jacket, man. Yeah, got the Ali signature on there. Made in Turkey again. Beautiful leather. Stinks. Oh, that's a bit like that one with the olive arms that we just found in there. That's the one to that with the black arms. I think I prefer the olive one actually, but that is really nice. Cotton in a black leather arms. That leather's super soft. No stripes on the arms either, no. Just plain. Used to be one of my favourites. I think it's a small. It's not. It's a women's 12. Superstar jacket, women's. It was from the outlet. He's ripped it off, but it was originally 400. And he's ripped it off. I don't know why. Women's 12. It's tiny that, but that is sick. Whew. Plain black Nike windbreaker. Full leather. Hi. So there we go. Ah shit. Right, fuck it. Dad's name being Nicholas Carr. What's that say? Must have been Leah that was sorting it out, and he left a £30 deposit. That must have been his receipt for his deposit. So, and that was from Ran in Manchester. What doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately. That was another shop that I used to go to with him a lot. So what I used to do, because you wouldn't really do an internet order then, you'd do a phone or a mail order. He'd ring up, put a deposit down on it over the phone, and then go and pick it up a few weeks later. If he'd gone in and seen it, and we were with my mum, or he'd been buying too many things, what I'd do is, he'd be like, right, I'm just gonna nip back into that shop. So he'd nip back in, put a deposit down on it, and then either pick me up from school and we'd go, or he'd go at a weekend and say to my mum, oh, they happen to have that jacket in there, would you believe it? And she'd believe him. And I think she'd believe him, and then she just got used to it, didn't she? Black one, like I was saying earlier, what we've got in all the colours now, that's just it in plain black. That's really nice in plain black. Suede trefoil. I think that's medium, yeah. That could be coming home with me, that one, Bruce. Don't mind the plain one. Ooh, a little suede on pocket. That is lovely. Another, ooh, Y3 one. That's nice, just with the white contrast stitch down it. That's lovely. All of those stitches are well uneven too. That's not perfect by any sense. I really like that. You don't really see Y3 anymore. You don't see Y3 being worn anymore. Size large, that's cool. Plain back, I'm guessing. Yeah, just plain back. Doesn't look like that. That side's gone a little bit white and grey. Yeah, it has. Like, got a bit of something on leather. Really like them stripes. Oh. Same old. That one's a large. Could have been worn. Really nice. Oops. Oh, that's got a bit of something. Oh, it's just dust. This is a bit funky. This is O by O Alicia. Defo won't be wearing that one. But I'm not going to cuss him for it. What did he pay for it? 130 quid on size. It's under there somewhere. Originally 300. Another country club, so we didn't have enough of them. That must be a third black one. Yeah, old Aspecto tag. Love to see it. That doesn't exist anymore either. How sad. What a store that used to be. Do you remember Aspecto, Willow? No.
No.
Mind you, it's probably been gone about 10 years to be. No, it can't. I bet it's not far off. Another one of those as well. Might take the black one over me. Yeah, nice. Size is that large, same as this one. Mega. Ah, yes. So, we have a few of these. This was originally worn by Ian Brown. So my dad worked very hard in trying to find it, and we got it in black and we got it in red. Super subtle. Oh, you know, it does have the Adidas branding inside, but again, look how roughly cut that is. That is in no means perfect. And then the trefoil's just embossed into the back. Very, very subtle. Bit of a looser fitting on that as well. It drops quite heavy, but it's fucking amazing. The leather on that might be the softest one out of them all. Tonal stripes, just with the embossing in between. Again, that embossing isn't even by any means, so probably done by hand. Don't know as to... Christ. 2001. Wow. Made in Turkey. I'd be confident in saying that was probably hand finished or at least handmade. So all the embossing lines are well crooked. Yeah, I imagine the red one's in here. But that has no label inside it. That could be a sample in all honesty. And then there's just a few little things like that. Little night windbreaker, which is nice. And then what else we got in here, Seri? Oh, two of the pink micropacer jackets. Another one in show you that one. I used to have this myself as well. So it's a bit like a running jacket. It does have the should have the clock in the arm. You must have got it cheap and someone's robbed the clock. And the inside's cool. It's got the trainers on it. That's 2005 as well. 200 quid. Jesus. For that, and not even no leather or anything. Yeah, two of them. Yeah, that's a nice one. I think that's Adidas, yeah. I do that with 200. There's only a little bit of leather on it. Not too keen on that collar, but I'm not well against it. That's cool, like a suit top. Yeah, 200 quid. Little branding, little to no branding, no trefoil. Stripes down the arm. Nice. Ah, this is a good one now. Ah! The Tucky Tongs jacket, the worn one. There is it, there it is. Hey, and how funny is that other day? So I said, what colour would I choose on the tongue of the trainers? And I said I'd personally choose mint green. And he's chose to put mint green on there. Obviously I never knew that because there's that many fucking jackets here. That's mad. And I said, oh, I'd do mint green on the trainers and on them. And I think it's just got the CT logo just peppered inside. Yeah, there we go. Size XL. I wonder if they fit. Mind you, I used to wear stuff a little bit looser actually. 5,000 of them. Might have been 2,500 actually. And then last one in here. I could go on forever, but oh wait a minute. Oh, that's nice enough. Adidas Safety. There'll be loads of people that will remember that camo. That camo was everywhere at one point. We've got the superstars to them as well. Sick, and then the big safety badge inside, which is right cool as well. Camo TT. TT meaning track top. Size large. Yeah, I think that's it. Well, that can be it for a minute. So let's say 100 on that. Yeah, put that back in. The CT one, I think they were like 150. That's mine. That 200, 200, 200, 200. Track top, call that 50 back then. I know they were pricey, so I think that was 400, 400, 420, 380, 300, back into me, 380, 400. What we got? What were they? That was 375, 250, 300. That was 200. That was 400. That was 450. Got 200. 450. What's that one? That's 420. That will have been about 4. And we've got 375, 375. That as a full tracksuit would have probably been about 700. Then that will have been about 4. Yeah, that was 4, there 3, and then that one at 3 too. I can't fit any more in because I've not packed them in right.
What's your final guess on this order?
Oh. The last one was about 6. It seems like there's a little bit more. I'm going to say 7.5k.
9,895.
Whoa. So what's that? 9.8. Let's call that 9.9. And then what was the one before? 6.2. So what's that like? Yeah, go on, well. Yeah, I can't do that.
16,095.
16,094 in retail, just in Adidas, Nike and Puma leather jackets. That's crazy, isn't it? Yes. 16 bags in just a few leather jackets. I don't even know how many we've done there. Well, 40, 30, probably more like 30. That 2 lots of 15 on there or something, just over 30, mid-30s. You can't even imagine what that'd be in today's money. It'd be close to double it, wouldn't it? What I'll do, I'll show you the spare room as well. Just to, this is where, like, in here, this seems a little bit normal. Well, it doesn't seem normal. What am I on about normal? 16 grand in 30 leather jackets. That's so far from normal. But in here, it looks like a normal bedroom. Yes, there's loads of things in here, but it looks like a relatively normal bedroom. It doesn't look like he was a hoarder, because he was definitely a hoarder. Well, as you can tell, we've got a stupid amount of leather jackets. But in the other room, and this is my mum sorting it out, I think my mum's took something like 40 bags to the charity in them big charity bags, a lot of it being brand new. That was all like H&M and Primark stuff that we couldn't sell and that was a lot better off and more use in a charity. So what's actually left in there, I mean, is still on a ridiculous scale, but it looked horrendous when the room was basically shut off and it was packed to the top. You couldn't fit anything more in it. So we'll go and have a look in there after. He didn't have a storage container, but he had a lot of space at work that he stored it, and obviously having the 2 lofts as well really helped him. But just before, so he let go of a lot of trainers about 10 years ago, about 300 pairs. So he took me, him and my mum went away for the wedding anniversary. It might have been her birthday, I can't remember. Sorry mum, I forgot about that one. He took her away for that, so he needed to raise a lot of money. They went to Southeast Asia for like a month or something. So we sold a lot for that, but he then got that capacity, definitely got back up there before he passed away. He'd replaced that 300 he sold with about probably 500 hoops, and then the clothes and everything else. So he was about at max capacity just before he passed away. Oh, in fact he was well past max capacity. There was stuff coming out of everywhere, stuff stacked up everywhere. My mum was going mad at him. Just like a hoarder, exactly. Well, obviously he is a hoarder, but it was just like a hoarder's house. But everyone just used to think it was all right and acceptable because it were cool clothes. If you collect this amount of stuff, you're a hoarder and you have a problem. And I said that to him. He knew he had a problem, but he couldn't do out about it because he were addicted to buying stuff. And it were too far gone then and all. He was 53, so it becomes passable then. And then he thought that as well. But hey ho, that's what you like. He didn't really drink, he didn't drink at all, he never drank in the house, he'd very rarely go out. I bet he'd have a pint about 6 times a year. Didn't gamble, didn't smoke, so this was his thing, and if that's your thing, that's your thing, innit? Alright, it's a bit of a pain because we've got so much stuff to go through, but it's cool. It means I can do stuff like this and show people it. It's a very weird thing, innit? No one human should own that amount of items.